Hello friends, my name is Emile and welcome back to some more Forza Motorsport 2. Today we're continuing on with our Let's Play. This is episode 16, and in today's episode we're going to be taking a look at another one of the Manufacturer Club races. We're going to be looking at the Integra Cup to Honda and Acura Integras from all generations, including the Acura RSX. That's the field, in case you're wondering, and I think for this race I'm going to use the Integra that I won a couple of races ago. Also, hello Jeff, it's not time for Dad. No, it is not. Because I'm going to use my Acura Vis Integra Racing Type R. It looks a little bit dumb, I'm not going to lie, but it's cheaper than buying a new car, and, I mean, from the back it doesn't look too bad, I guess, I don't know. Anyways, that front bumper is bloody hideous, though. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into this. We are going to the Suzuka Circuit East, to Super Circuit Short, and the Maple Valley Raceway Short. Let's get straight into this. Jesus, wow. The savagery. You love you. I'm confused. Anyways, I just thought I would quickly explain that Buick that I had at the start. I did check if I could actually... Ooh, TV's loud. I did actually check if I could get away with using the Buick Regal for the American Iron Runoff, and while the restrictions only say muscle car, apparently it looks like it was made by me. I mean, maybe back in like Forza 3 when I first got the game, and I just put big engine swaps into every vehicle that I got high affinity in. Actually no, that was Forza 4. But anyways. Yeah, in case you're wondering about the Buick, it did say it was only American cars like that, or sorry, they had to be muscle cars and that was it. Turns out that there is actually restrictions on how old they were. Luckily we have to buy every car in the game anyway, and the Buick didn't actually cost all that much, but I just wanted to make sure, because if I could get away with using the Regal, I would have used the Regal, but unfortunately I'm going to have to use a 70s muscle cars, and 70 muscle cars cost a lot, so for these next few episodes, probably just going to be saving up in order to buy myself a good American muscle car from the 1970s. Anyways, on to what we got today. This is going to be one of the shorter races. I can't remember what I was doing in the last episode. It was, oh yeah, it was free breathing challenge. The thing I've noticed is when it comes to the actual race series, like the actual length of them decrease as you unlock, or sorry, increase as you unlock more of them. For example, the free breathing challenge was quite a long race. However, the Manufacturer Club races, which are unlocked afterwards, are, at least for these first few, kind of short, which is a little bit strange, but I guess that's the way it works. Get an Eagle Talon, but an Eagle Talon isn't a muscle car. Also, I don't want an Eagle Talon because they look kind of dumb, and I'd rather just get the Eclipse. I'm not even a huge fan of Eclipse, to be perfectly honest with you. Like, the 2005 one's okay, but like the first gen Eclipse, I wasn't a huge fan of. The first gen Eagle Talons aren't too bad. Was it the... Am I thinking the Eagle Talon, or was the... Yeah, it was the Talon, I believe. Yeah, the Talon's always been a bit of a strange car. Like, I've never really understood why racing games go for that car. Like, Gran Turismo 4 had it, Forza 1 had it, and it's been in, I think, every single Forza game since Forza 1. Like, even in Forza 5, I'm fairly certain, they decided to get the Regal back. Why? Because it's time for Dad. But that's not a good enough reason. Dads don't drive Eagle Talons. Eagle Talons, according to Gran Turismo 4, are marketed towards women. So I don't think... I mean, other than Eagle Freedom. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Who would drive this sort of car? I'm not really too sure. I wonder if... I bet this was an actual thing as well. All the pre-made, pre-built modified cars in this game look kind of ridiculous, and this one is certainly one of the ones that sit at the top of the pile. Like, look, like that spoiler is like a 2-in-1. That front grille, I mean, it looks like it sucks in air, but there's no turbo on this car, so Anyways, we ranked up to level 17, and for getting to level 17, we've established a relationship with Chrysler. I wouldn't want a relationship with Chrysler, that would be horrible. Unless maybe we get some more Dodges? Because Chrysler, Dodge, technically, I don't know. Anyways, we head on to the next race, which heads to Tsuba Short. It's another 4-lap sprint. We've been seeing quite a bit of the Tsuba Short circuit, Believe me, as much as you might, think it's a bit repetitive now, wait until later on, because believe me, you're going to miss this track when we start getting into the normal ones. A Chav would drive it. I mean, Integras are a bit too rare for Chavs to drive. Also, at least mine doesn't look quite as ridiculous as that white and blue one over there. That rear bumper is something else. That's the auto gear Integra, in case you're wondering. That thing costs 100,000 credits, I think. It is ridiculous. Anyways, try and get on the inside of the slightly newer Mugen Civic. A little bit of rub in there, but we did manage to get past him, which is fair enough. Right. Also, I will say this car does have kind of a neato paint job. This car actually, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of a car out of Underground 1. Like, I would imagine you could probably build this thing up in Underground 1 if you wanted to. The only difference is it's like one of those cars that have come out the screen. Here comes the rice. Yes, there's quite a lot of rice in the Integra Cup, isn't there? I mean, the Mugen Integra is pretty strange. The Aero deck is strange. This one is weird. I mean, even the Type R ones, I guess you could say, are a little bit strange, i.e. they've got those massive wings on the back of them. I personally really like Integras. Gotta be honest, not a huge fan of this particular generation. I much prefer the second gen Integras. Oh, sorry, they're not second gen, are they? Because there's like millions of different Integras. But you know what I'm on about. The sort of early 2000s Integras, I much prefer them over these ones. Never really understood what the point of the Integra really was, considering they had like the Civic Si Coupe, which was basically an Integra. I believe the Integras had slightly more power, but still it's a little bit strange that these were a thing. But, I mean, hey, they don't exist anymore, which is a bit bad. Okay, Daniel, I admit it, you're not. Just please stop commenting that everywhere. Yes, I give in, you're not. You're completely not. You drive... What's the least chavvy car in the world? Nah, I don't know. What is the least... A Volvo 940 wagon. There you go. I guess that's the least sort of chavvy vehicle in the world, so yeah. Anyways, yeah, this car is... I can't stop looking at it because it looks silly. It's even got the carbon hood on it, which is great. It's just... Everything is all in the name of silliness on this car. I believe the game lists this as a 2000 Integra. It definitely looks like it would be from more the early 2000s when car modification was a bit more sort of rice. These days, cars modification isn't quite on this level, I guess you could say. It's more... Car modification these days more focuses on making your cars actually genuinely look like race cars. And Beep Beep Integra. Hello, Rhino. Welcome to Strem. I have the silliest Integra in the world. I'm not sure if it's quite as silly as the Aero Deck Integra, but it's pretty damn nuts. Not gonna lie. This is a very, very strange car. I don't like it. I just want to throw that out there. I'm not a fan. Zoom Zoom Beep Beep Zim Zimmer, who's got the keys to my Honda. Wait, what? Anyways, at least it's got the VTEC, I guess. Like I said, I'm just trying... I love it how that front thing kind of looks like an intercooler should be there, but this isn't a turbo car, so... Or a supercharged car, for that matter. It is a strange looking car, this. Doesn't really make much sense, but either way, we get another 5 grand, and the car is now level 1. I bet you any money? Yep, flywheel upgrades. For some reason, this game's obsessed with flywheel upgrades. I don't know why. Everything has to revolve around the flywheel. Get a pink Vitz. Is the Vitz even in this game? Is there a Yaris in this game? I don't think there is. I did send Thunder a lovely pink Vitz on Forza 4, which was great. He loves it. That fucking thing, man. That's great. Anyways, yeah, I don't think there's a Yaris in this game. I don't know. I mean, if this was GT3, then you'd be seeing many pink Vitzes, but I don't plan on doing that game yet, so... Anyways. I believe that's the prize car for this event as well. I didn't actually look. I believe it's the Mugen Integra. It has a very, very... Like, I don't know. I think his spoiler's worse than my spoiler, or a pink Civic, but I like Civics. I'm not painting a Civic pink just for your amusement. Yeah, I mean, that Integra is... It's a little bit of a... It's just every single car in this series is apparently hard to look at. And like I said, the only really decent cars on this list are the 2002 Integras. Hello, Brendan. Welcome to Strem. Anyways. I will say, like, those 2002 Integras. I was tempted to stream number 2. Yeah, I mean, this is my 3rd stream this week. Are you a... Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, sure, why not? I pull up in this Integra everywhere, and, you know. Anyways, let's break into here. I think every car can basically take about the same amount of speed around this corner as every other. It's like 95 miles per hour is about the limit of what you can take around this corner before you start understeering wide. I think in the late Forza games you can't actually take quite as much speed through this course. And admittedly the handling didn't really change. Well, at least it doesn't feel like it changed particularly between games. But I think Forza 4 is slightly more harder to drive the cars, I guess. Yaris confirmed debuted in Forza 3. Oh yeah, because Forza... Would this game be out on the 2nd gen Yaris? When was the 2nd gen Yaris? I think it was 2006. Anyways, yeah, the Yaris is it's a interesting car. I do like it how Forza ended up putting a bunch of mini cars in the game. Unfortunately, they're all out the game now, but I would kind of like to see cars like the Toyota Aygo and Citroen C1 back, just because they were a bit nuts. And the Yaris. I'm just trying to think what other ones were in. I mean, I know there's no Yaris in Forza 6. I want to see the Yaris rally car pop up at some point, because that thing is interesting. I don't know why it's the Yaris that's going rallying, like, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of modern rally, to be honest with you. Like, they changed the cars around, like, it's just, like, really highly modified Fiestas. Like, my favourite period of rallying, well, apart from Group B, obviously, would be, like, the 90s when you had Imprezas and Corollas, the Celica GT4, Lancia Delta, you know. They look like cars, while as, you know, the modern rally cars are, like, completely different. Mind you, the only thing I actually remember of watching rallying was, I think it was Peter Stolbar. He ended up completely killing a Subaru once. I remember that. So your intro line, please. I will say my intro line when we get onto the next episode, which will be in about a minute, because we're almost done with this. Put a 370Z V6 into an Aygo, swap it for rear-wheel drive wheelies for days. I can imagine that would be kind of amusing. Anyways. There we go, we didn't level up or anything interesting there, but nevertheless, that is the end of the Integra Cup, and we get 4,500 credits bonus for completing it, and for our troubles we receive a 2002 Mugen Integra Type R. Get a load of that front grille. It looks like it's being tortured. In fact, I've never seen a car look like a serial killer so much. Like, this thing literally looks like a serial killer. That wing doesn't help either. Anyways, that's it for today's episode of the Forza Motorsport 2 Let's Play. In the next episode, we'll probably dive into the MR2 Cup, so join me for that. Anyways, friends, I want to thank you all very much for watching. Mine has been The Real Emile, and until next time, farewell.